Hey, welcome back to the Fusion Air Lighting Partners YouTube channel. So Joshua is with us again today, and we're going to go over some topics that we think will provide you with information regarding our product that's going to be very beneficial. So the first question I got for you, Joshua, is why choose Fusion Air Lighting Partners and why choose the Fusion Air Light?
Yeah. Great question. I think it's pretty self-explanatory on why you would want to choose Fusion Air as a product. Aesthetically, we've been accustomed to having the old traditional lack of performing registers, and we just have gotten used to it. You know what I mean? And we've kind of just forgot about that and just made it a traditional need, right? It was just
Right.
you don't really think about it, and so I think that, the having the ability to do something different when it comes to something so simple, but creating something where you're proud to say, hey, you know what, I invested X amount of money in this beautiful home, whether it's your first custom home or whether it's your forever home. You have now that ability to kind of differentiate yourself from the rest of the world, right? I mean,
Right.
everybody else has the standard register, and now you could say, you know what, I have something that's beautiful.
Yeah.
It blends in seamlessly, and I get all the energy benefits. And so really, it's just like why would you not want to use Fusion Air, right?
Right. And I see over your shoulder there, one of our products, the traditional 6-inch residential light. So I see that over your shoulder. You want to show that to our viewers a little bit and discuss the product?
Yeah. So here we have, your traditional 6-inch straight housing.
Yep.
When we say straight, it's just because you connect straight from the top. And then right here, right above me, you have our 90-degree version, which will give you just the same setup. All that you do is just you connect it from the side, so that way, if you have a lower profile ceiling, whether it's vaulted or whether it's between a two-level home, you have the ability to still utilize our product without having to worry about it being smushed from up above. And so you have your fully insulated housing all the way around the fixture itself, so you don't got to worry about any of those moistures or any of the lack of insulation from the HVAC company. We've kind of thought outside the box when it comes to that, as well as you have your path of airflow, so that way you can have that proper air movement through the fixture itself. And then you have the wiring here that encloses the wire itself, so that way it's kind of protected from that airflow path, and just you don't have to worry about hot or cold air affecting that LED light, which is just a little extra protection that we came up with. The LED light itself is pretty durable when it comes to being exposed to that kind of stuff, but we still wanted to just give it that extra little protection when it came to it. And so and then here's your finishing part, which you kind of just see like this, I guess you could say. And this provides you your 360 air distribution, your vertical down throw, and then you have a glass lens just for more durability. And I know that a lot of other products out there will have plastic lens, and the plastic lens tends to warp over time and can potentially fall out of place and stuff like that. So we wanted to make sure that we created a very durable, long-lasting product for our customers.
No, that's awesome. Let's take a minute here and talk about the aesthetics of the Fusion Air Light. So you just had it in your hand. It's a good looking product. Again, that is the product that's going to deliver both traditional canned lighting to a space plus HVAC. So if you want to take just a minute or two and talk about the aesthetic value of installing our products in a new home, or possibly a home that's being completely gutted and redone. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, the aesthetics is key, right? I mean, a lot of people are now focused on detail. How can we make this home beautiful? Whether it's unique countertops, unique cabinetry, unique flooring, and stuff like that. And so this just gives you that ability to then enhance that and complement those other features within the home. You want to have something that's going to blend in seamlessly, and complement one another. I mean, you don't want to invest all this money into a beautiful home to just have ugly registers. And so, having the ability to have everything just kind of complement one another, including your air register, which is, the last thing people thought about. Like I said, we were so stuck with those ugly metal square ones. Now you have something that's, you're going to have visitors come over and take a look at your home. And we hear it all the time. People start with a complaint and say, hey, someone screwed up your HVAC. I don't see a register. And then the homeowner is obviously aware of the situation, that they have the new comfy light, and they say, oh no, go ahead and let's do a little scavenger hunt, try to find my registers. And they have customers, I guess, that go around kind of looking between the floors and, in the ceiling, and they don't see anything, because the last thing they're mentally focused on is looking for a register hidden in a light that's turned on. The last thing we try to look at is a bright light. So having that kind of be hidden in plain sight has been a very cool feature for our customers to come back and say, hey, I get family members all the time that are worried about my HVAC because they can't find the registers. And so,
right. And you mentioned Comfy Light there. That's for some of our viewers, they may be familiar with the product under that name. That's our legacy name. So we've gone through a rebranding initiative, and we are now known as Fusion Air Lighting Partners and the Fusion Air Light portfolio. So that's great you brought that up. It gives us an opportunity to kind of direct our customers to our new brand. You'll be seeing a new website soon. Our old website under Pacific 6 Innovations is still available. So you can learn more about our product by going to www.pac-6.com, pac-6.com. I want to take a quick minute here and ask your opinion about who installs this product. So we've got a product that kind of crosses over industries. We've got lighting on one side, and then on the other side, we've got HVAC. And in our product, we deliver both to a room. So can you take a couple of minutes about and explain to our viewers, how is this product installed? Is it complicated? Is it easy? What does all that look like?
Yeah. That's a great question. Yeah, we get that asked all the time, with our customers and the builders, just because we, like you said, we've merged two professional trades into one product. But it's very simple. I mean, it's really what we like to call a communicating product. And what I mean communicating is, when you're building a home, custom home, you need to communicate with everybody, right? You need to have the ability to understand, the simple things. Where's the plumbing going? Where's the electrical going? Where's HVAC going? Where's, certain outlets, certain stuff like that. And if you don't communicate, there's always going to be that headache of having to go back and redo your work. And so this product is no different than that. When you communicate with the builder, the electrician, and the HVAC, and you come together to understand that this product is going to merge two trades together, and you talk about certain lighting that's going to go into the room. You're going to talk about certain CFN that's required to go into that room to be comfortable. And you talk it out front with everybody. You can then have a better understanding of, okay, how many comfy lights are going to go into that room because of how many lights are going to go into that specific room as well. Then you can decide with the electrician or the HVAC guy on who's going to install this housing, right? So the person will then take the lead, install the housing, and then whether it's the electrician who goes and hangs all his extra lights with our product as well, the HVAC guy just comes up right behind him and then connects his duct right behind, or vice versa. Sometimes we'll just get the measurements from the electricians on the light layout. We will then install just the comfy lights themselves, have them already ducted, then the electrician will just come up behind the HVAC guy and then install it here at the electrical box. And so the nice thing about our product is that even though we're combining both trades into one unique product, we're still able to have our ducting and our electricity separated enough where we're not interfering with one another. No one's causing headaches for each other as far as install goes. And so one of the biggest ways that we can kind of explain our product is no different than a bathroom fan. When you think about a bathroom fan, both professionals can provide the fan. One of them has to duct it regardless, and the other one has to wire it as well. And so it's just no different, I guess, than a bathroom fan. You're combining both trades together. But we've only been accustomed to the bathroom being where we join together, right? And so now we're introducing a whole another product that does the same concept as well. And so it's been a pretty easy once you communicate with people.
Yeah, it's a great point. I mean, in most houses, you're already seeing a communicating product, and like you mentioned, it's the fan in the bathroom where you have both the ventilation piece and the lighting piece. And frankly, you see that in the kitchen too. People have devices that hang over cooking appliances that provide both lighting and ventilation. You see that with range hoods. Sometimes you see that in microwaves where you've got, really three different things going on: the ability to cook, the ability to ventilate, and the ability to provide lighting to that surface. So I think for our viewers, this is not a difficult product to install. And I think, in a lot of ways, those sort of processes are already happening as you go through the build.
Yeah, that's a very
go ahead.
I was just agreeing with you. Yeah, that's a very good point. When you really start thinking about it in more depth, it's the kitchen hood, right? The fireplace. I mean, the HVAC system. I mean, everything at some point we come together, right? We come together and we work it out. We have to communicate voltage, amperage, all that other stuff with one another, anyways, with everything else that we've done. And so, but it's just been so common, right? It's just been a traditional way of doing things that we don't think about that no more, right? And so we're just now re-scratching the surface again and bringing that conversation back up to the top all over again.
Yeah. Okay, well, let me ask you a question here. In my mind is kind of going to HRV and ERV. Is there value that this product adds beyond just being great aesthetically, providing a more energy efficient home, providing better temperature control within your home? Can you tell us a little bit about the value that we offer through this product beyond those things we've already discussed?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So our product is not just utilized for supplying air into the home, which is, obviously a huge key factor on, what we had mainly focused on is providing air more aesthetically and performing better at doing that. But we've come to realize that we can accomplish and do much more than just supplying air. For example, like you mentioned, the HRV and ERV, those utilize additional registers within the home. So, instead of adding more registers, you could just utilize our product because our product is rated for damp location, is suitable for bathroom locations and stuff like that. So you could utilize it for those HRVs, ERVs, which is a great fit because you don't have to add additional penetrations within the membrane of the home. You could just utilize, once again, a location of lighting. Our product is also very useful when it comes to bringing in combustion air for 80% water heaters, which are still pretty popular in some certain areas in the country. We can bring in that combustion air through our product, but also utilize our light as a mechanical light. And so you're able to, utilize and provide all the essentials through one product instead of having, a penetration for combustion and then a mechanical light and stuff like that. It's just all in one. Another great feature on our product is that we utilize it as what we call a jumper duct. So we jump it from one room to another to like where the main return is in the hallway. And that helps balance the pressure between the rooms. So you don't have to have whistling with under the door or door slamming and stuff like that. And so that is another great benefit because traditionally we would see an additional register within the bedrooms, right? And so now you're not having to do so because we can balance that negative pressure between the rooms. You'll feel more comfortable. No room will get more. The rooms that get a little bit more excessive air, due to a little bit improper installation, you won't feel that pressure within that room because it's helping, remove that overpressured room into the other.
And we talked a little bit about HRV and ERV. HRV stands for heat recovery ventilation, and ERV stands for energy recovery ventilation. You want to just say a little bit to our audience about what those terms mean and why they're important for your home?
Yeah, so HRVs and ERVs are very essential, especially in today's era when we're building homes very tight. We want to, which is it's kind of funny because you build a home and you try to build it as tight as possible, right? But then you go and you drill a like 8-inch hole on the side, of your home to bring in air from the outside. But the benefit of that is that air that's coming into the home is actually being diluted within the HVAC system. So you're not feeling that excessive cold air if it's wintertime, to come into the house, and certain area of the homes are getting that breeze of 20-degree air. It's
Right.
actually going through the system itself and diluting its temperature into a more content temperature of what you're already used to, right? So it gets closer to that 70-degree, and it just helps when you're also cooking. You're able to those tight homes are exhausting air within the home. You
Right.
want to be able to then introduce an offset that negative pressure that you're pulling out. You want to bring it in, and so those HRVs, ERVs are very essential when it comes to today's era of building homes efficiently.
All right. Well, hey, great information today. We really appreciate you watching and learning a little bit more about our product. Again, if you want to learn more, go to www.pac-6.com. That's for Pacific 6 Innovations. Just know that we're in the process of updating our brand. We'll be Fusion Air Lighting Partners, and you'll see a new website coming soon. Stay tuned, and we'll provide more information on this channel.